Yep, Lacey Evans again. God damn. For like fucking 3 months. She's
Yeah.
been the one in the fucking venue. Shit.
Honestly, though, good thing we didn't do news last night, being that fucking what happened
Yeah, exactly what happened today.
today.
Shit. And,
That's
bro, they kept posting news just about him in general, and I was like, people do this shit all the time, and then I see that, I was like, oh,
right.
wow.
Yeah, I didn't think anything of it either. So I'm like, oh, damn, Andrade. I remember him.
I was on live for the DMV, looked at my phone, I was like, oh shit.
That's crazy. Feel like I'm forgetting to do something, or maybe I just did my tweets really fast, but I'm good to go.
Same, I did them so fast.
I'm doing them. I'm like, I'm already done. I'm like, okay, what did I forget to do? I don't think I forgot to do anything. I don't think so. I got the thumbnail. Okay, so. We can just get this match, and we're good. What is going on, guys? We're back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, man. This is episode 48 of the show, man. This is the Friday news episode, man, and boy, do we have a lot of stories for you today, man. So it should be a good episode here for you guys, man. First off, man, if this is your first time watching, you guys do not know how this show works, man. Every Friday, we come on here with the news, and if this was a B-level pay-per-view that happened Sunday, we would also have the review here for you guys. But we had one of the bigger pay-per-views Sunday, so we were on there directly after the show with the review for that. But for a show like Fastlane, you should also be seeing reviews and predictions and shit like that on the Friday episode. And then we also have the Monday episode, which is unscripted, man. And that is a show where we come on here and talk about weekly television. And let me tell you right now, that is going to be a great episode of Unscripted because we have AEW to talk about, man. And yeah, bro, we usually give the quick rundown of SmackDown here, and, you know, I think the reason we never really talk much about SmackDown on Unscripted is because, I mean, with SmackDown, there's not much talking points other than Roman. I mean, with Raw, there's a lot of shit to get mad at, you know what I mean? There's a lot of talking points in a bad way, but it's still a lot of talking points, so, that's the reason I think why we talk about Raw so much more. Because, I mean, like, I could come on here directly after SmackDown and tell you, like, there's just another episode of SmackDown.
Yeah.
Just Edge, getting more build with Edge and Roman, and hopefully Daniel Bryan slotted in there to make it a triple threat, because at least that'll make it a little better. And that might actually be their way of getting Edge the Universal Championship, which Oh man, WWE has a thing with. Well, we might as well have the old timer take it off him, so losing's not the problem anymore. They did it with the
Mm-hmm.
Fiend. They did it with a couple other guys down the line as well. Not anything that come to mind other than Bray Wyatt, the one that sticks out like a sore thumb the most. When they have fear of a guy of finding a way to have a guy lose, so they figure, well, let's just have the old guy beat him. But in this case, Edge can very well pin Daniel Bryan, and everybody can go about their day. Which, oh man, I don't know how that's gonna get over very well. But yeah, bro. Other than this, I mean, we got more. I feel like I want to touch on this on Unscripted, but we got more with this Big E and Apollo Crews feud.
Mm-hmm.
Just a quick touch on this, bro. I want to touch on this a lot on Unscripted, bro. But why? I don't understand why they have such a big problem booking these New Day guys in a serious role. I don't like Big E coming out there laughing because he's back and joking around and doing his normal entrance. Like, I just want to know, my God, man, when are we gonna get the turning point of this guy becoming a lot more serious? And he could be serious in his own way. You know what I mean? You don't need to just be a generic big guy because you're serious. That's not it at all. You just got to make it your own, man, and that's up to him to, I mean, he's done it before. I mean, the 5 count, that was so different. You know what I mean? Like,
that was dope.
Yeah, that was awesome. You know what I mean? Just, he found a way in NXT to make himself feel different. So he's got to have more aces up the sleeve, man. I mean, it looks like a joke. It looks like a joke. I don't like it at all. The feud itself is good, but aspects like that, I just hate. It just makes him look.
Man.
It just makes him look retarded, man. It really does. But other than that, bro, literally nothing, man. We're getting just more build with Sasha and Bianca and Reginald being in there, man. So I don't know. News came out a couple weeks ago, man. We didn't report on it because stuff like this happens all the time, and we just know how WWE is at this point. But news came out that they wanted to do more intergender stuff, and I could totally see them doing Reginald versus Nia Jax at WrestleMania. You know what I mean? And everybody shit on it for this reason exactly when that news came out, because everybody said every time that they have a intergender situation, it's handled poorly. You know what I mean? And this is the cause and effect. I mean, the last time I could remember we got something like this other than Randy Orton and Alexa Bliss, which, I mean, that stuff's all right, is with Becky Lynch and Baron Corbin. You know what I mean? So it's like, come on, man. I'm sorry, man. I did not mean to take everybody back to those days. But it has to be said, man. I mean, come on. You know what I mean? Every fucking time something like this happens, it's handled poorly, bro. So, did we even introduce ourselves? I don't think we introduced ourselves. My apologies, man. Anyway, man. With that, also, without any further ado, bro, if this also is your first time watching, guys, do not know who we are here at the Notorious Podcast, man. I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this podcast, man. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How's it going, man?
It's going good, bro. It's going good. Finally, today was the day I went and got that state ID, bro. I mean, the picture. I sent you the picture of how I look in there.
Yeah, man, mine's fucked up too. Looks like a mugshot.
You look like, swear to God. But I got it, bro. Thank fuck, man. And I could just finally get the ball rolling, bro. So that was good. Came home, took a nap from like 2 o'clock. I got home at like 1 o'clock. And we left at like 9. We were in there a lot. It took us like 3 hours for that shit.
Jeez.
Got home like 1, 8. Went to bed. Took a nap from like 2 to 6. Woke up. Now I'm here, bro. I had to watch SmackDown, sadly. Now I'm here, bro. But other than that, my day was great, bro. My day was great. How about you, bro? How was your day?
Yeah, man. It was, another Friday for me. Just hung out with the lady, man. I made her these waffles, and I put Oreos in them, like in the waffle,
Oh
and then I
shit.
pressed it down on my waffle machine. That shit went hard.
That sounds good,
Oh, it
bro.
was fantastic, bro. It's
Fuck.
fantastic. But aside than that, I found out that Rod Wave's new album is gonna hit. I took a nap. I woke up, watched SmackDown, and yeah, man. So that was my Friday. Um, I guess I'm just gonna say this now because I don't know when the perfect time for this is, but I just want to uh, inform everybody that there we still got some time till our 1 year episode, but I just want to inform everybody now, as you guys, the fans of the show, man. We got some aces up the sleeve, man. We got some aces up the sleeve. Tony Khan says he has aces up the sleeve, but we have aces of our sleeve as well, man. But yeah, bro,
Indeed.
I just want to throw that out there now. But yeah, man. We're looking to share it with you guys our around our 1 year episode, man, which is in after this show, 3 weeks. So pretty much WrestleMania time, being that is actually almost down to the date when we started this podcast. It should be on that SmackDown, or no, it should be on the night 2 of Takeover. That episode or that day is it, but we will have that episode for you guys on the news show. And I believe it's 3 more Fridays after this one. But yeah, man, we got some stuff that we're trying to get situated here for you guys. If it doesn't come at the year episode, that's most likely something that is out of our hands, because we have been really looking in to some of this stuff, man. But yeah, we got some big stuff for you guys, man. We are here. We're doing this, man, and we want to give you guys the best podcast possible for it to succeed, for us, and for it to be genuinely an enjoyable show for you guys. Because, man, podcasts in general just help me through a lot of stuff, so I know what it can do for somebody. JD, obviously, that's my favorite podcaster. I'm pretty sure that's yours too. But yeah, I mean, when you look at him, he has the best shit out there. And we want to be able to provide the best shit for our viewers as well, man, and continue to grow the podcast. So yeah, bro, I know what it can do for somebody, and I mean, definitely hope that we can do that for somebody as well, bro. So we have we got an announcement that should be coming around episode 52, which is, like I said, 3 Fridays after this, I believe. And yeah, bro, we're super excited to share that with you when the time comes, but I just want to throw that out there now. We got some aces up the sleeve for 2021, and we're hoping that this is going to be a huge year for us and the podcast, and for you guys as well, to have a new podcast emerge, a new wrestling podcast emerge that's genuinely enjoyable, bro. So,
Hell yeah.
yeah, man. Yeah, so, yeah, man, without for any further ado, bro, we got a jam-packed episode of news here for you guys, bro. Yeah, we have close to 12. We have 12 stories, I believe, if my eyes count correctly. We got about 12 stories, man. On this episode of the Notorious podcast, you will hear everything from Andrade Cien Almas requests his WWE release. This news broke this morning. The WrestleMania card is not even close to being finished. NXT's 2 big announcements from this past episode of NXT. What are those 2 announcements? Unless you're living under a rock, you should know by now, but we're going to talk about it, man. WWE having 2 Hall of Fame classes for this year's Hall of Fame, man. Obviously the one from that last year that didn't get the light of day because of COVID, and this year as well, which they also, I learned during SmackDown, that we have the first entrant in the 2021 Hall of Fame, MJF's new stable. that bomb-ass segment from AEW Dynamite. What is going to be the name of that stable, bro? WWE bans leg slapping. We're going to talk about it, man. Also, they're fining people who are still doing the good old leg slap. Chad Gable, man, will he be leaving WWE soon? We are going to talk about it here today on this episode. AEW has 2 new signings. Another one, unless you're living under a rock, you know who this is, man. But we're going to talk about it, man. And the third-party crew that set up the bombs for AEW Revolution have huge heat in AEW and most likely will never be invited back, and nor should they, to do an explosive for AEW, man. Wait till you guys hear about that, man. That is a very exciting, very, very exciting story that I want to go over with you guys. But I guess we're going to kick it off, man, with the most least exciting of the news, bro. WWE having 2 Hall of Fame classes for this year's Hall of Fame, bro. The Hall of Fame is always just so boring. You could just tell that nobody's speech is genuine. The most genuine one I've seen in my lifetime, and I honestly just started watching the Hall of Fame at 2017, the one where Kurt got inducted. His was honestly the most genuine I've ever seen.
Oh, easy.
Most of the time, these people just sound like their scripts have been proofread. If you guys don't know how the Hall of Fame works, the people that are inducted, surprisingly, WWE actually lets them write up their own Hall of Fame speech, but there's a caveat, bro, and that is that those are proofread by people, and most of the time these scripts just sound so disingenuine, and they just suck,
Generic,
you know. Yeah, just generic, just thankful for their time and whatnot. But yeah, I mean, most of the time these suck. These Hall of Fame induction ceremonies suck. I understand it's great for the person, but I mean, most of the time, I mean, what is your Hall of Fame? I'll say it till the day I die, bro. There should be a pro wrestling Hall of Fame, similar to how there is a basketball Hall of Fame and not a WWE Hall of Fame, because a basketball Hall of Fame cannot be dictated by anybody, because there's a lot of players that are very good from overseas. Similar to wrestling, there's a lot of wrestlers rather that are fantastic everywhere but WWE, but because they never came there, they can't get highlighted and respected and get their name in a Hall of Fame. And that is why the WWE Hall of Fame has little to no prestige. I mean, when you think about things, bro, think about this. Think about Chris Jericho, and I've said this before. Man, I think the last time I said this we were in single digits then, I think, right? It had to be, but very early in the podcast. But I said this in a very earlier episode, bro, but this was back when we were streaming Call of Duty instead of a wrestling game. But anyway, not the point. The point is, bro, I said this back then, but think about how not prestige the WWE Hall of Fame looks. Think about Chris Jericho never being in the WWE Hall of Fame because he's with AEW, or even worse, think about CM Punk never being in the WWE, all because Vince McMahon has problems with him and Triple H has problems with him, just because of personal issues. Miro said this on AEW Unrestricted one time. Tony Schiavone made a joke to him about, like, oh yeah, it sucks that you'll never be in the Hall of Fame, because they were talking about his time with WWE, and Tony Schiavone just made a joke and they were laughing about it, and Miro said, why am I going to waste my time harping on something that is out of my hands?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? If there was a Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame, Chris Jericho's in that motherfucker 9 times out of 10. You know, 10 times out of 10. You know what I mean? I mean, The Shield. You know what I mean? Probably the greatest faction in WWE history. The fucking Shield, right? Never going to be in the Hall of Fame. All because Mox was miserable and didn't want to be miserable anymore, and he took it somewhere else. You know what I mean? Shit like, bro, that is, when you think about it like that, man, oh man, what were you gonna say?
I got a question. Is Big Show in the Hall of Fame yet?
No, he'll never be in it.
Wow.
Christian?
That's fucking crazy. Christian, Big Show never being in the Hall of Fame because they're in a different company.
Yeah.
That is bullshit.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I mean, just ridiculous. You know, when you think about stuff like that, it really puts into perspective how just unprestige getting your name in the WWE Hall of Fame means, and that is 100% why I believe that there should be a Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. That way, people like Abyss can be put in it. People like, think about this, man. Brody Lee, well, the Wyatt family, well, probably Bray Wyatt 100%, unless he goes anywhere, but I don't really see him going anywhere. But the Wyatt family will most likely never be put in the WWE Hall of Fame. Therefore, Brody Lee, Luke Harper, will never have his name in the Hall of Fame. What kind of bullshit?
Right.
Give AEW a couple years, man, and I want to see them start up a AEW Hall of Fame, or I want to see them start up a Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame. Or I don't know if they can do it, but if they can, or even if they can't, I want to see whoever can get something rolling. Or even if there was an AEW Hall of Fame, I believe they still would honor people like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. But yeah, I mean, this show, man, my question is, how long? I usually work on Tuesdays, thank God, and I gladfully get to miss this, bro, because I just don't want to watch it. I just don't want to watch a Hall of Fame. It's very disingenuous. It's very boring. And the class we got last year, bro, the only one, I mean, the Bellas are in it. The only one that sounds interesting out of that class is Batista. As for this class, they put Molly Holly in it. I mean, that's decent. You know what I mean? I don't know why people like Tori Wilson are in the Hall of Fame before somebody like Molly Holly, but I digress. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, my question is, man, how long is this Hall of Fame gonna be? Bro, until you get fans back, and this is another thing I'll say, man, until you get fans back, do not do the Hall of Fame. These people do not want, and even if they do it in Raymond James Stadium, which I don't think they will, but who knows? Who worked their ass off their whole career to have a Hall of Fame speech in front of virtual screens or a half-capacity crowd? Just save it. You know what I mean? Just save it. Lay it dormant until you get fans back, bro. That way you actually have names that you can put in it that aren't Hillbilly Jim and people that nobody fucking knows. You know what I mean?
Like every 3 years or something.
Yeah, you know, something, man. Something, bro. I mean, this is ridiculous with this Hall of Fame. It means nothing. It will never mean nothing if they keep going the route that they're going with it. And yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous. Or another one, bro. Goldust. For all the work he did in the 90s and stuff like that, having having probably the original cinematic match that was beloved, which was the street fight with Roddy Piper, I think at WrestleMania 9, I could be wrong, where they used the OJ footage of them chasing him down on the highway. Yeah, bro, people like that will never ever be in the WWE Hall of Fame, man. Oh man, that's ridiculous.
That's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, it means nothing. It will never mean nothing going the route that they're going, and yeah, I mean, the show's gonna be boring. Congrats to the people that are getting inducted, but good God, yeah, man. What do you think? What do you think about WWE having two Hall of Fame classes?
I mean, I don't get the point. Like, bro, if I worked my ass off for decades to be in this Hall of Fame, and I have to do it in front of the Thunderdome, I'm done. I'm, and they're just gonna be pressing buttons for pops randomly during my fucking speech. Fuck that, bro. I can't do that shit, bro. You know, like, and then you have to script your speech. That's so dumb. What am I doing? A fucking election? What the fuck do I have to write down my script for a thank you speech? I just go out and thank people. That's the whole point. You know, say I'm honored. Thank you this person, that person, blah blah blah. And they always. I feel like it's probably like an unwritten rule at this point. You have to thank Vince McMahon. I
Yeah,
think it's
right.
literally a requirement to fucking thank Vince McMahon because some people, why should they thank Vince? If CM Punk is ever inducted, why should he thank Vince McMahon? You know what I mean? Why should fucking so many of these people? Why should Kurt thank Vince McMahon? Shit ain't right, bruh. Shit is not right, man. And it's just a terrible show, bro. Especially without fans, bro. Fans and wrestlers being in the crowd was the coolest thing. You got to see their reactions when they would maybe throw shade at each other. That was cool. And it's just literally gonna be a bunch of losers on a screen. If you tune in the Thunderdome for Hall of Fame, never talk to me in the world, bruh. Cause that ain't right, bro. It like why do it this year? Like, man, I feel bad for Batista. I feel bad for all of these. I don't even know the 2020 class besides Batista and Brie Bella. I mean, fucking Nikki Bella, I
I don't
guess.
either.
Always,
The Bella
I
twins.
literally don't even know the fucking. I don't even know the 2020 class, let alone. They haven't even been coming up with the 2021 class. Who are you gonna come up with in the 2021 class that isn't in AEW, bro? What are you gonna do? I mean, they've done everybody that's back. What are you gonna do? Fucking Hurricane? Oh,
Again.
wow. Oh, yeah, is he? Wait, isn't he?
I think so.
Oh, shit. God, oh my god, I think he was in one of the ones we watched. I feel
I'm
like I
pretty sure
remember
he
him.
was.
God damn.
Could
Yeah,
be
you're
wrong
right.
though.
I literally don't know who you could do that. I have no fucking clue. At this point, you gotta just start sometimes doing more modern guys. Do the New Day faction since they're not together anymore. Do the New Day as a faction or something. Cause who else are you gonna do? You're gonna pull some old fucking legend that nobody ever heard of out the woodworks. Give him a paycheck to fucking give a shitty speech. That's all I could do at this point, man. But Hall of Fame, useless, meaningless, and a waste of time. Not only for us viewers, but for the people inducted in it, bro. Fuck that, bro. It's literally just sucks, and that's just how it is, bro. And I ain't watching it on fucking that Tuesday, cause the show is probably gonna be like fucking 4 or 5 hours of old people talking about their fucking lackluster careers. Not it, bro. I mean, congratulations to all those, bro, but I ain't watching it. That's just how it is.
Yeah, yeah, man, for sure. Moving on here, NXT had two announcements this past week on NXT, bro. One was the announcement of the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. William Regal said it was because he was tired of people he was tired of waiting on people to make decisions, so he wants to make some decisions himself. So he introduced these godforsaken titles, bro. Why do we need NXT Women's Tag Team Champions, bro? And the thing is, he awarded those to Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. They held the belts for like an hour, and that was the reign for them. And then now the champs are Shotzi Blackheart and Ember Moon. What? How does that make anybody look good?
Literally.
Especially the only legit tag team that you have, Dakota Kai and Raquel Gonzalez. I mean, come on, man. Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart are two women that they just have nothing for, so they put them in a tag team. God, does that sound like things that other shows in WWE we know of would do. I mean, come on. Come on, man. Bro, we went over this like 2 weeks ago, bro. You are adding more championships for what exactly? This division has no more than 2-3 teams, maybe 4. I mean, come on, bro. That's for the men, let alone the women. The women have Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai, Ember Moon and Shotzi Blackheart. What is that? Unless I'm Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell.
Wow.
What was that? 3 teams? Like I said, maybe 4. The same as the men. And what's the men's tag team division been? Nothing. You know what I mean?
Garbage.
The regular WWE Women's Tag Team Championships did not have enough challengers to float across 3 shows. Now you're adding championships specifically to 1, and they want to add a mid-card to this shit? Bro, come on, man. This is ridiculous, bro. Stop it with the championships. It makes the other championships look less prestige. Come on now. So they announced that, and then they announced NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver.
Bruh.
And that is going to be the 2-night takeover that takes place on the 7th and 8th of April. Bro, really? Whatever happened? NXT TakeOver Stand and Deliver? Really?
Come on, bro.
Oh god. I don't like the name. I think that's just a jab at nobody, because they've done, it's almost like they're making them fun of themselves. I mean, they've done nothing. They've done everything but standing and delivering. You know what I mean? They've done the exact opposite of that, as a matter of fact, and
Exactly.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And another thing, WrestleMania is looking to be held at 75% capacity. Is this fucking show gonna be held in the Capitol Wrestling Center in front of fucking under 50 people? Oh man, this is exactly why you should have put NXT on the WrestleMania card. What do they need a 2-night NXT takeover for exactly? I mean, bro, if you're having that many people at WrestleMania and you don't have any, and we got news on that card as well, there's going to be 45, there was going to be 25,000, but, you know, WWE, they always got to up the Super Bowl, even though it does not make any sense, because they can actually sit people on the floor. The NFL can't have people huddled around the out-of-bounds line, A, because of the player's bench, and B, because somebody will get injured if somebody goes to run in for a touchdown, and they're not looking where they're running, some fan, a couple rows of fans, as a matter of fact, are going to get absolutely fucking trucked by a 6'5", 250-pound wide receiver. I mean, come on. You can't do that, so that don't make any sense as it is, but the Super Bowl had 38%. WWE's looking to hold 45%, so that's 75,000 people out of like 100 something thousand, that's 45,000 people in front of a NFL football stadium that could hold about 80,000. So roughly, so you know if you're having that many people at a WrestleMania and you don't have anything to put on those 2 nights, why isn't NXT on the show? Why are they having their own takeover that's going to be 2 nights, and in total it's going to be held in front of like 75 people? You know what I mean? What is that? Probably about 75 to 100 people. 50 people a fucking night. How many people do they fit in that thing? Come on.
Yeah.
But I mean, why? Why? Why is there a two-night takeover, bro? And like I said, it's going to be held in front of like 50 people a night. There's going to be like 45,000 at WrestleMania. So why don't you put them on WrestleMania so fans can actually get their money's worth and see pretty much a takeover end of Mania? I mean, come on, man. Come on. That is ridiculous. That is just absolutely ridiculous, bro. But yeah, both of these announcements suck. The only announcement I'm waiting to hear from NXT is their official move to Tuesday nights. I mean, please God already. Just announce it, please. Take some weight off my shoulders. Spare me some misery, WWE. But what do you think about both of these announcements?
Oh man, it sucks, bro. I mean, bro, I figured out, well, the reason behind Dakota Kai and Gonzalez not winning is actually because of a rumor that most likely is looking like Raquel Gonzalez is going to be the one to beat Io Shirai for that championship, and
To
that's why they
beat.
didn't win the tag. Yep, to beat. After all this Io's been through, you want to have her beat Io. Bro, what? That sounds garbage. And they look like idiots, bro. Their tag team got fucked over by the main roster. Then they win these new tag belts and lose them the very same night. How is anyone gonna take her seriously doing that shit? She can't even hold a tag belt. How the fuck is she gonna get Io Shirai? That, that just whole idea is garbage, bro. And more women's titles, bro. At this point, just make a fucking women's roster, just a fucking show. Just take one of your fucking weekly shows and turn it into a women's fucking show. And that's where you hold all your women's titles. Because you have three, well, technically, four main women's championships. You have two sets of tag belts. And you're about to add a mid-card set. And one of those shows in NXT has an exclusive women's main title, women's tag title, and women's mid-card title eventually. They do not have enough women to be doing that shit, bro. Come on. That shit sounds garbage, bro. What are you gonna do with it? Who's gonna win that thing? Who's gonna be a women's mid-card champion? I can't think
Charlotte.
Probably, bro. Well, actually, I have something else when we get to it. Andrade. There's apparently rumors on Charlotte too, man. But
No way. She wants to leave?
She did. She was trying to copyright. Well, not copyright. What's it called?
Yeah, trademark.
Trademark. She's trying to trademark some names, catchphrases. But
what?
Man.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh no. Bro, say goodbye to Red Velvet. Just release Jade Cargill. Fucking. Oh God. Who else? I don't know, man. Just have her be the chief branding officer. She'll probably steal that from Brandy. Oh my God. Just release the bunny. Charlotte can manage them too. Don't even think about signing Tessa Blanchard. Oh God, bro. Holy fuck.
Yep. This is Ashley Flair.
Oh my God, is that what she trademarked? Oh my God, bro.
Just wait till you hear the nickname. I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look it up and we go on with the show, man. But God, man. But back to this shit. Back to this NXT shit, man. They don't need women's tag belts, and those women's tag belts are ugly. That NXT tag design does not work with white straps. I don't care what anyone. A lot of people were saying it looks good. It looks ugly as shit. All right, shit's ugly, and they're useless. So, what was the point of this, bro? And for NXT to have a 2-night takeover. Bro, they have barely enough content to fill one takeover of fucking 3 hours, let alone 2 nights of 3 hours, bro. That shit sucks, bro. What? I'm telling you, bro, the first night is gonna be all NXT UK. That's what it's gonna be, and it's gonna be lamest. At that point, just do an NXT UK takeover in the UK. I'm pretty sure they can. They're doing better than the US apparently, so do a takeover there. You don't. bro, two-night takeover will not fit, bro. Should have just put it on Mania. Why even, bro? What are the big matches gonna be at fucking this takeover? Finn and Karrion Kross? Okay, I guess. Couldn't even tell you the rest of the card, bro. I have nothing. I don't know anything about NXT anymore, man. And that's sad on their part, man.
Johnny versus Loomis.
Bruh.
MSK versus fucking, oh my god, Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch.
Oh yay. Fuck me, bro. I am not, bro. NXT TakeOver is gonna be the worst part of that week. How, bro? That's sad. That's the part I'm least excited about. Is NXT TakeOver. Stand and deliver. They ain't standing, their legs are shaking, and they ain't gonna deliver. That's just how it is, bro. A lot of people dog on AEW, what happened on Sunday, man, but I'm gonna tell you, bro, that is gonna be some lackluster 2 nights right there, bro. But that's my thoughts on that shit, man, and just, my god. Goddamn. Do not need this. At this point, should have just announced a Tuesday move, because that's gonna do your show better than more tag belts and 2-night takeover.
Before we get on to the next story, I remember this, bro. Did you hear that spoiler that Britt Baker's face looks unrecognizable after her unsanctioned match? Bro, if she's on the shelf, just cancel the fucking division. Just fucking cancel it, man. Oh, man, bro. Literally everybody. Serena Deeb, Anna Jay, Britt Baker. This fucking Chris Statlander still out for a little bit longer, I believe. This division just cannot catch a fucking break. Just can't.
God.
Jesus. Okay. Well, moving on here. WWE, man, they have banned. And this one, man, I just can't with this company, bro. WWE, if you give me a second here, let me pull up, I have an article on it. Here it is. Okay. Alright, man. Dave Meltzer of the Wrestling Observer newsletter is reporting that WWE issued a new edict banning wrestlers from doing thigh slaps when kicking someone. However, now issuing fines whenever it happens. Fightful Select have added to the report that, noting that a big sign was placed backstage that said no thigh slapping. Bro, when I was younger, the WWE rings actually sounded like they hurt. They really did. They actually sounded like it hurt when you got slammed on it. Now, when somebody gets slammed on the mat, you don't fucking hear anything. At least we have a thigh slap to make some fucking sound. I mean, remember the sound it made when Ricochet did that backflip off the springboard, bro, and got super kicked by Adam Cole, NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4. Bro, I mean, come on. That was fantastic, bro. Gargano and Ciampa, their super kick parties they would have. Adam Cole's super kick parties, well, more like a Gargano super kick party. I don't think Ciampa ever threw a super kick, but Gargano definitely did. Why are they doing everything in their power to make this shit sound worse? I mean, come on, man. Jesus. I mean, like I said, bro, they take the mic from under the ring, right? So you barely hear the ring sound anymore. You barely hear that on television, and now you're taking away this. Why are you doing everything in your power to make your show sound worse to the viewer? I mean, it sounds like nothing hurts, bro. It really, really doesn't, man. It really does not. I don't understand this. Vince McMahon is killing his own company, bro. Vince McMahon is killing his own company, and that's facts, man. Bro, why? What do you get out of this, bro? You get your super kicks sounding less devastating. come on. I mean, really? I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it. And then you're fining people for it. Like, okay, Vince, okay. Do your thing, buddy. You want to kill your own company? Go right the fuck ahead, man. Go right the fuck ahead. It's ridiculous, bro. Not too much to say on that other than what I just said, bro. They should just... Why are they doing everything to make this shit sound worse than it already does? But yeah, bro, what do you think about this?
Man, way to make your show sound worse than it already is. Because you want to know one of the best parts about NXT in 2018? The quality of the show was the sound, bro. The music, the noise in matches, bro. The
Imagine...
crowd.
Sorry to cut you off, bro, but imagine how
Oh,
bad the Black Mass is gonna sound without a thigh slap.
I hope he fucking leaves this company before he comes back, bro. Cause fuck that. Um, but yeah, bro, like that NXT just sounded amazing in 2018, bro. In that time frame, they had everything. They had the crowd noise. They had leg slaps. They had fucking some ring noise. They had it all. Great themes. Great fucking pay-per-view themes. And just all that was just molded into just a great show, bro. And with the main roster, especially now, you just sit there in silence and just have to hear commentators talk. And especially, these commentators suck. This shit sucks, bro. And the sound's gonna be even worse because no leg slapping. Like, what is the point of that? What ails Vince McMahon to ban that? Now you're gonna get fined for it? You get fined for having a third party thing. You get fined for this. You get fined for that. At this point, how do you make money in this company without getting fined for just existing? I am not going to be surprised if Vince McMahon ever creates a fine for sneezing, since he hates it so much.
Yeah, right.
I'm sure this motherfucker is going to fine you for sneezing. Because, my god, shit, it's just illogical bullshit. That's all Vince McMahon is, bro, at this point. Killing his own business, making it sound even worse, bro, because the main roster, its sound is god awful, bro. Fake ass crowd noises, garbage commentary. You can't hear nothing from a match. I mean, fuck, bro. Literally last year, when they were in the PC, it sounded better because it was so bad that you could hear the commentators talking. It was so bad that it was funny. And now it's literally just pure garbage. It's just silence and commentators. It sucks, bro. That it's just Vince McMahon bullshit, bro. That's my thoughts on it. I don't understand.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I don't know. It's this is a thing that it's not a bad thing at all. I mean, people make fun of it all the time, but you're never gonna escape that. I mean, it's a thigh slap. You know what I mean? It's in the wrestling business to make it sound better. It's one of the things that isn't so apparent that just makes the show sound better. Similar to how they used to put the microphone under the ring to make the ring sound louder. You know what I mean? It's why are you taking away these little nooks and crannies that make your show sound better? It's just like a Easter egg to make a wrestling show sound better. It's been like that since day one, bro. I don't understand why
Exactly.
things like this have to happen. Let alone, I mean, you could tell everybody, look, let's not try to thigh slap as much. But to go out and find people, you know what I mean? Like, let's not thigh slap unless it's a big kick in a match. I could respect that, right? I guess. Still doesn't make any sense, but it's a little better than, oh, well, we're gonna fine you. I mean, why is this company acting like they're broke and they need to fine people all the time? You know what I mean? It just doesn't make any sense, bro. It really, really does not. And, yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous. Just ridiculous, man. I don't understand. This show in the year 2021 already sounds like shit more than it's ever have. And now they're going out and making leaps and bounds to make it sound worse. Ridiculous.
Makes no sense.
Yeah, bro, moving on here. This isn't newsworthy, but I figured I'd ask you just because I'm curious, bro. Are you hearing all this news that's going on with Jason Jordan?
Yeah, bro. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Holy
God
shit.
damn. What is with
Um,
these guys and cheating, bruh?
uh,
God damn.
Jesus, Jesus,
I mean,
man.
if you look in kayfabe, he follows his father, Kurt Angle, in
That's true.
kayfabe.
Kurt did it.
You know, just
Yeah,
fucking
that is his
random
dad.
bitches. And I guess that's what Jason Jordan's doing, man. God damn. Come on, dude.
Jesus, man. Um,
Oh, man.
uh, oh yeah. Moving on here. Moving on here, man. AEW has 2 new signings. Yeah, that's crazy, man. I I hope that
I hope that's not true.
did you see the other chick that came out?
Yeah, I think.
Man, that's insane, bro.
Fuck. Fuck
That's
that.
insane. Well, at least he didn't do what Marty did.
Yeah, at least.
People will just Wyatt him. It'll always
Oh,
be in the back
man.
of everybody's mind, but nobody really hangs it above his head.
Just damn.
Yeah, man, that's insane. Um, yeah, bro. So AEW has 2 new signees, bro. Like I said, unless you're living under a rock, you know who this is, man. Christian Cage and Ethan Page have signed to AEW, and they revealed themselves at AEW Revolution this past Sunday. Uh, Nothing on their contracts, so like we haven't heard anything about the kind of like deals they were given. Probably like a three-year deal. It's usually 3 or 4 year deals what AEW usually gives out most of the time. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. Yeah, Christian, like I said, I mean, huge name, huge name. I don't really like him immediately being put in the title picture. I actually don't like that at all. It goes
Mm-hmm.
against everything AEW is. And nobody could let them off the hook for that. I mean, we would say the same thing if it was in WWE, and I'm gonna say the same thing as if it was AEW. Why? Why is he being put in? Why is he being immediately in this spot over anybody else? Really,
Mm-hmm.
But I have a good reason why they are doing that because that on no scale is a main event AEW match. Hell no,
Oh, no.
hell no. I believe I have a good idea of why that is happening.
Mm-hmm.
Because and we'll get to that a little later when we talk about MJF's group, but I mean, to bring this guy on and immediately put him in a title picture, I'm not gonna lie, it's bullshit. That's whack.
Mm-hmm.
It is. This guy's supposed to be here for veteran presence. You know what I mean? To help teach and Shinsuke said this on Sunday to be in like a backstage kind of role where he is helping
Mm-hmm.
people out, helping tag teams out, being that he is one of the greatest tag team performers. And yeah, man, but that's absolutely ridiculous, man. I mean, seriously. And also, switching tones here, bro. They signed Ethan Page, all ego Ethan Page, man. What a great signing. I always love those wrestling moments where I can't think of who somebody is. I could not think of who the last guy in the ladder match was going to be. And once he came out, I love when wrestling companies make me go, oh shit, I forgot about him. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
it's a genuine great surprise. You know what I mean? And that's what it was. It was a good surprise, and I'm excited to see what he does, man. So congrats to both of these two on striking deals, bro. Definitely way more excited about Ethan Page. I like I said with Christian, I don't want to see this guy in the title picture. He's 47 years old. Um, they did it with Jericho, but Jericho originally was with this company. He was for this company. They made the decision to put the championship on him, and it was well off for the championship in the long run. I mean, it's a recognizable face that people know. But AEW's been on establishing these names for um, a year and a half now. I don't think you need. I mean, it's cool to have a familiar face, but I don't think you need a face like Christian to necessarily get people to say to switch the channel for AEW. Say, oh, what's this? Christian's fighting for the AEW World Championship. That is the most non AEW like thing ever. I mean, from when
Yeah.
this company started. That shit's whack to me. I'm excited to see what else he can do as a veteran presence. But not a fan of it. Not a fan of it, man. But Ethan Page, bro, super excited to see what he can do. And yeah, man.
Hmm.
So yeah, it was. Like I said, congrats to both of them, bro. And yeah. So what do you think about this, man?
Yeah, bro. I mean, Christian on paper, great signing, bro. But man,
Hmm.
I just don't want to see him in a main event spot, bro. It's just not something I want to see, bro. I would rather see him in a GM like role because casuals tune in, they see Christian, older, of course, they're gonna be like, wow, this motherfucker's old now, and they're gonna see, oh wow, he's doing back like company shit with this new company. This company's got to be good, better, because most casuals seeing these old guys wrestle, they just clown on them, bro. That's just how it is, bro.
Hmm.
These guys just get made fun of because they're fucking 45 plus having a match, and it's just not it, bro. Like that shit, it's just a bad look for any company, bro. And AEW is no different, bro. I don't know why they're doing this. Clearly, it's just an undercard match, but you could come up with a better undercard match. I mean, he already had a shot, but Kenny Omega and fucking Eddie Kingston is a better undercard match than Kenny Omega and Christian Cage, because people care about Eddie Kingston more, especially after Revolution. That would be a better low card match than not Edge. What the fuck? Than Christian Cage, bro. I just don't understand why you need him in the ring, bro. I mean, very rarely having a match I wouldn't mind, but bro, just put him in like a GM role. Have him do something backstage, something like that, man. Cause my God, I don't want to see this guy wrestle. I don't want to see anybody above the age of 45 really wrestle. Only exception is probably Jericho, and that's because he's in a big feud with this new faction and with the inner circle with this new faction. So it's like, come on, bro. And and I don't even want to see Jericho wrestle all that much because Jericho's starting to get sloppy. You know what I mean? So his time's coming up in the ring, and when it is, I don't want to see him in the ring. That's just how it is. Like if you're above, unless you're a fucking AJ, which AJ isn't above the age 45 or a Cena, but they're close. Unless you're fucking the level of AJ and Cena at your age, I don't want to see you in the ring, bro. And as much as I love Christian, he's not it, bro. Neither is Edge, man. But just Christian is not. That's not the way I would have signed him. I'll say that, man. But for Ethan Page, bro, that was a really good and shocking signing, bro. I totally forgot his Impact contract was up, bro, and that was a genuinely fun surprise, bro. I mean, on Monday night we're gonna talk about what happened on Dynamite, cause that was a night. I wouldn't be the most happy if I was Ethan Page, man. But he had a great debut at Evolution, fuck, not
Oh,
Evolution. Yeah,
bro.
bro, that fuck up they had with TNT. Oh, bro, I'd be so pissed if I was Tony Khan and that shit happened to me. I'd be so pissed. Oh man, but yeah, bro. I mean, it's a great signing, bro. Great debut at Revolution. Shocking. He should have won that match, to be honest. At Revolution, I don't know why he didn't. We just got a random mid card match last week for the TNT title. Did not care that much. Would loved it if it was Ethan Page, but he would have had to win it right there unless there some shenanigans happened. So, I mean, he's eventually got to win it. That's all I'm saying, bro. But great signing to Ethan Page, and on paper, Christian's a great signing. I would have just done him completely differently than AEW is, and AEW is not doing the good route with Christian. They're doing some WWE shit with the man. Or do I hate it? Nah. Is it just eye rolling? Yeah, that's my stance on Christian, bro. But that's my thoughts on these two signings, bro. Great on paper, but I would have done it a little differently than AEW.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure, bro, for sure. Moving on here, I guess keeping with the theme of Kenny Omega, I gotta pull this up, man. This is quite the interesting story. Okay. Okay. So, the AEW ring, or the third party AEW crew that was responsible for the detonated bombs that just failed to exist on Sunday are in very hot water with AEW after Revolution, and it definitely looks like they will not be being invited back to do anything like that ever again. According to Fightful Select, the third party responsible for the explosions at Revolution brushed off the situation and were not very apologetic the way that things went down. We previously reported that Kenny Omega was livid, and this report confirmed that as well. There is some significant heat on the third party responsible for the dud explosions, especially since they did not act like they cared much. One wrestler joked with us that they wished the rigging crew would have got that kind of heat during the main event segment instead, and they wish that they would be in the situation. 100% agree, bro. What a bunch of fucking idiots. You are specifically brought in to, like, this wasn't even AEW's ring crew. Like, these people didn't have to work on setting up the ring. They didn't have to work on setting up barbed wire, nothing like that. All they were responsible for was rigging the explosions. And you fucked it up, man.
Like, dude, come on.
And then to act like you don't even care about it after... I can only imagine how fucking pissed Kenny Omega was, bro. This guy and everybody else has been working their ass off to give this company a legit name. You know what I mean? Make it legit. Make it cool. You know what I mean? And now they have to have fucking jokes like this attached to their name forever. And back to Omega and Mox, after that fantastic match, the only thing people are going to remember is the dud explosion at the end that Eddie Kingston played dead for, like an idiot. Which, no, he's not an idiot, but, I mean, he didn't know. You know what I mean? But he sure did look like one. You know what I mean? Not his fault. He was just doing what he was told, but that's just the way it came off on television. He just looks stupid. And, man, please just never invite these people back ever again, bro. And like I said, to act like they don't even care. I mean, what the fuck? Are these Vince McMahon's guys? I mean, come on, man. It's ridiculous, bro. These people probably were under Bruce's payroll. They were probably specifically supposed to do that, knowing WWE. But on a serious note, bro, yeah, I mean, yeah, like I said, bro, to act like you don't care after, like I said, this company is, you know, trying to give out an enjoyable product and deliver things that, you know, people actually want to see, stuff like this, man. And then, like I said, to fuck it up and to fuck something up that's so huge. Not only is it a big explosion, but it's the main event. It's the last thing people see before the show goes off air, and it's a puff of fucking smoke. Come on, man. You had one job, man. You had one job, and that was to make that ring explode, and you failed, and then didn't even act like you cared about it. I mean, come on, man. That's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. And Kenny Omega 100% has every right to be livid about that. But yeah, man, what do you think about this?
Yeah, bro, I would be furious if I was Tony Khan. You hire a third-party crew to fucking set up your explosions, and they fuck up their one job is to create explosions, and they fuck that up. And they act like they don't give a shit. Not only would I never work with these guys again, I would make sure nobody does if I was Tony Khan. Because Tony Khan, he's got money, bro. He's got some power. If I was Tony Khan, I'd make sure that nobody ever works with this company again. Act like you don't care, bro. Like, people can fuck up and admit, like, yeah, bro, I'm sorry. That shit sucks. But they acting like they don't care, bro. I gotta be Vince McMahon level petty to them at that point, bro. That's some fuck ass shit.
Oh,
you know
hell
what
yeah.
I'm talking about? Like, sometimes Vince McMahon's pettiness can be useful in situations. He's never uses it in actual situations where it's okay to be petty. But if I was Tony Khan, I would be so petty to this little fucking company that I would hire to do their one job to create explosions, bro. How do you fuck that up, bro? How do you miswire the biggest explosion you have to do to where you set off sparklers? That ain't right, bro. I would be fuming, bro. And I'd be fuming if I was Kenny Omega, John Moxley, Eddie Kingston, making us look like fucking idiots because of your fuck up, bro. I would be bullshit, bro. I thought they had already pyro guys in the company that fucked up that spot.
I thought they would have too.
Yeah, but if that's a third-party company, I would be so pissed.
Also, another thing, if they hired a third-party company, could you imagine the kind of explosion that was planned?
Bro,
you know what I mean? Because their pyro guys are probably like just simple, just simple, yeah, right. Just shoots straight up in the air and blows up, man. But just, regular ass pyro that we see every week. But if they hired a third-party company to come in and do the explosions, what was planned? Which is why I'd be even more pissed. Because
I had some big shit planned.
Because I could see if I was sending my guys out there to deliver some pyro that they've never done before or anything like it, and they fucked it up. Like, goddamn, like, shit.
Like,
my
what
bad.
did you expect?
But the fact that they hired people, A, what was planned, bro, and B, like I said, I'd be even more pissed off that was the outcome, because how much did they pay them to do that dud? I wouldn't have gave them any fucking money. That's what would have happened.
I'd be making sure I never pay those guys a day in my life, bro. Fuck that, bro. And they hired a lot of third people, actually. They hired a third-party photographer. I follow him on Instagram. I didn't even know he was a wrestling fan, and then he started posting like Moxley pictures and shit. And he got a really good photo of the 1 second before the timer, and you can see like Moxley, Kingston on him, and you can see the 1 second. Imagine the type of shit they were planning for that explosion to be dudded by a fuck up of a company that doesn't even care that they fucked up, bro. I am going full Vince McMahon level petty at that point.
Oh, yeah.
I don't give a shit, bro. But that's my thoughts on that shit, man. I don't know how Tony Khan stays so calm. Fuck that.
Oh, hell no, bro. I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, man. So, keeping up with the theme of AEW, bro. Well, kind of, but not really. Otis, man. Otis tweeted out, which sparked a lot of conversation. Otis tweeted out a happy birthday tweet to Mr. Chad Gable on March 8th. He said, "Happy birthday to the Alpha Academy's own and founder, my coach, my mentor, The Load at WWE Gable, hashtag for the Academy." And he left a little dash, your number one guy, saying, Gable's number one guy is who wrote the note, right? Chad Gable. So, Chad Gable responded to Otis, and he said, "You are my number one guy." Therefore, that would lead to Dax Harwood of FTR and of MJF's new stable says, "Wait, what's all this number one talk? I know you're not allowed to respond to me publicly for about 2 more months, but come on, man. He's your number one?" Question mark. this has led a lot of people to believe that Chad Gable could be on his way out of WWE, and guys like FTR are going to vouch their asses off to get Chad Gable in AEW, bro, because Chad Gable, I don't know when Jordan's contract's up, but we were talking about this last night. Gable and Jordan were a WWE tag team. They really only got the chance to wrestle teams that are WWE guys, you know what I mean? I mean, well, not WWE guys, but people that are in WWE. We've seen them with the, Usos, and we've seen them with the Revival. We have seen them with the Revival, but who's to decline another match with those two teams? We've seen them with, the Usos, the Revival. We've seen Chad Gable in about like 6 fucking tag teams at this point. And yeah, we've seen them with a bunch of teams, bro. The Ascension, the Wyatts. You know what I mean? We've seen them with a lot of WWE teams, but there is just a new crop of talent that they have never dipped into American Alpha, and holy shit. Them dipping into the AEW tag division, they are pretty much walking into a tag division filled with teams they have never faced before, bro. American Alpha versus the Young Bucks, LAX, Proud and Powerful, another match with FTR, like I said, Death Triangle, the Lucha Bros, Ray Phoenix and Pac, the Jurassic Express, the Acclaimed. Even if they don't go to AEW, you also have teams like Guerrillas of Destiny. There is a whole crop of just talent that they have never, ever even came toe-to-toe with before. You know what I mean? Butcher and Blade. There's pretty much the whole tag team roster in AEW. Pretty much the best friends. There is so much, if they wanted to, there is so much to do with American Alpha in AEW. It's not even funny, man. But as for Gable, not gonna lie, not as exciting as American Alpha, but even that is pretty fucking exciting, bro. Gable and Omega, Gable and Mox, Gable and Darby. Man, I mean, the list goes on, man. The list goes on, really. I hope. Obviously, Gable did not respond to that. He would probably get in big trouble for that. But especially a tweet like that. But man, will Gable leave? I fucking hope so. But then again, we all thought Cesaro was gonna leave, so there's always that aspect of things. But I am just praying, man, that this guy actually picks it up and gets on out of there, because what is there for him in WWE? Do you want to stay a tag team with Otis, or do you want to be a singles wrestler fighting against the best crop of talent that this world has, minus a few that are stuck in WWE? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. But aside from that, whenever Jordan's contract is up, I honestly really do feel like Jordan can wrestle. It's a Daniel Bryan situation, where they just keep him off to avoid backlash from injuries or whatever. But whenever, yep. But if Jordan's contract is up soon, think about what that can hold for the future of not just Chad Gable, but the future of American Alpha. Holy shit, man. That's a lot of tag teams they can face. And all of those sound like pretty damn good matches to me, man. But what do you think about this?
Yeah, bro. I mean, this is crazy, bro. I've always been a Chad Gable guy. Always preached about this guy. Always said he's fucking great. They should do more with him. He's great, even solo. And the fact that he might leave, I'm excited for that shit, bro. I mean, bro, they got this man, with Otis. And I mean, I probably should bring this up next week on Monday's episode, but I'll probably forget about SmackDown by then. So I'm going to talk about it now. It's just a little detail tonight that JD pointed out. Why is Otis and Gable teaming with Dolph Ziggler? Dolph Ziggler tried to ruin Otis's life like a couple months
That's a
ago.
good point.
and now they're teaming because they're heel. Garbage, bro. Makes no sense, bro. But back to Gable, bro. You put Gable, one of the best in-ring guys you got, with Otis, and you put him in a fucking useless tag team with Shelton Benjamin. On paper, that's a great tag team. But, sorry, it just did not work out. They were just lame. They were nobodies. They didn't win. They were just losers, you know what I mean? And, bro, he was in one of the best tag teams ever in the ring, American Alpha, and this is what you do with him, bro. The potential this guy has, bro. Literally, American Alpha is FTR's favorite opponents. They said that, bro, that their favorite match, at least, I think it was, I don't think it was Dax, I think it was Cash. I think it was Cash that said that that was his favorite match they've ever done.
Yeah, both of them.
Revival. Revival and American Alpha, bro. And we might have a chance to see that in AEW, bro, along with so many other dream matches. That's something that can get my hopes up. And even before Jason Jordan can join him, whenever he's done cheating on his wife, I mean, whenever Jason does, before Jason Jordan joins him, bro, Chad Gable was a singles guy, something I'd love to see, bro. Him in some of those matches all around the world, bro, fucking heat, bro. Would love to see that, bro. Chad Gable's a beast. I'm a huge Chad Gable guy. Love Chad Gable. Can't wait to see what he does on his own, man. But, bro, him with Jordan back together in companies with AEW, Impact, New Japan, bro. That is some tag team gold right there, and that's some shit I want to see, bro. Of course, Chad Gable has to make whatever decision's best for himself, bro. But if he wants to make his career the best it could ever be, bro, go leave, run, and put on some fucking 5-star classics outside of this company, man, because goddamn he can. This is crazy news to see, man. About 2 months his contract's up, man, so, I mean, hopefully he's out of there, and hopefully he's doing great somewhere else, man, but that's my thoughts on that, man. Huge Chad Gable guy. Can't wait to see what happens with all this.
Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Moving on here, again, keeping with the theme of AEW, bro, we have to talk about... I gotta talk about this new group, man, and I'm not gonna touch too much on it. All I'm gonna say is the Inner Circle have never looked better as a unit, and this new group shocked the shit out of me, one, and two, this is gonna be fucking fantastic, man. I mean, hands down, biggest story in wrestling. Nobody gives a shit about Christian. This is the biggest story in wrestling, bro. This is gonna be fucking fantastic, man, in my opinion. Of course. But, nonetheless, bro, Redditor, Space Force 1, I guess this guy has leaked things in the past, is at it again. He dropped spoilers for next week's Dynamite after it was made public that AEW was going to track him down. It was revealed in those spoilers that MJF christens the new group as the Pinnacle. We should probably expect Pinnacle t-shirts to start hitting Pro Wrestling Tees right after the promo on Wednesday. You know, I'm gonna give it a chance. People hated, remember, I'm pretty sure all of us, as a matter of fact, fucking hated the Undisputed Era.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it from first sound. I'm saying that now to see what I say 2 months from now. You know what I mean? I'm willing to give it a chance, though. I think it'll grow on me. It just sounds weird. The Inner Circle's another one. It's like, the Inner Circle? The fuck? But I don't know, man. I don't know. As of now, I don't like it, but we're going to have to. It's a part of the growing process. We got to see the group grow into the name, the Pinnacle. It's not what I thought they were going to be called. Not anything close to that. But yeah, I'm willing to see where it goes, bro. And like I said, this has happened before, where the group kind of just has to grow into the name, similar to the Undisputed Era. Obviously, we know them now just as the UE, and also the Inner Circle. A lot of people didn't like that at first, but now it's just like, yeah, well, it's the Inner Circle. But the name itself, not a bad name, you know what I mean? Not by any means. I just got to see them grow into it, and yeah, and I'm sure it'll just be a normal thing. But yeah, like I said, that's what I had to keep reminding myself when I seen the name. I was like, well, everybody like just completely hated the Undisputed Era at first, and now it's just normal, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, so the Pinnacle is looking what it's gonna be. I'm interested to see what their shirt's gonna look like. I'm really interested to see that, because more than ever, I really, really want to get that spray paint Inner Circle shirt. I honestly thought around the time I was trying to get it that, why should I get it? The group's probably going to be over soon. But they really did a good job at making all those guys look a lot closer, and they made them look like a unit, you know what I mean? They don't just look like just five guys just trotting around just as a group, because they are. They did a good job at making all those five guys in the Inner Circle look like a family, you know what I mean? In that segment with MJF, and yeah, bro, they never look better. They never look better, bro, and it's gonna be awesome. But we'll get to that on Unscripted, man. But what do you think about the Pinnacle?
Yeah, man, it's not what I expected. I expected along something of Horseman, something with that, man. But Pinnacle is something I don't hate. And it's something I could definitely think I could get used to, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Each member is a pinnacle of their own, like, separate thing. FTR, pinnacle of tag team wrestling. They could say, like, fucking Sean Spears is the pinnacle of, like, in-ring work.
Pinnacle of the mid-card.
MJF. Saying that sounds terrible, man.
The pinnacle of the mid-card.
Oh man, but and like MGF's the pinnacle of, you know, blah blah blah, you know, and so on and so forth. I fucking Tully is the pinnacle of not fucking retiring.
Yeah, right.
Just not fucking giving up. And but I mean, I kind of like it, bro. I kind of like Pinnacle. It's something to get used to. I gotta see the logo.
Yeah.
Gotta see the shirts. It's gotta be cool. Gotta make me want to buy the shirt. If the logo and shirt is good enough to buy, Pinnacle is gonna be a good name. Because if it's like super like generic and lame, it's not gonna work at first. I think it's definitely something that could be grown into, like Undisputed Era. Sounded dumb as fuck at first, man.
Oh yeah.
I've grown into it and love it, bro. I mean, I didn't even understand their logo at first until I pointed out it said CFO with their initials. Oh man, I mean, it's just had something to get used to, bro. It's not something I expected, but thinking about it, it makes sense, man. And well, me and you are right how they're gonna come out and talk about their group on next week's episode, man. We predicted that correctly. Surprise, surprise. Me and you get shit right. I mean, but, yeah, bro. I mean, Pinnacle, I've kind of dig it, and it's just something that time will christen into a good-ass good-ass faction name and faction identity. But there's a lot of potential in it. Just something to get used to.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I actually never thought about it like that. FTR used to say that all the time. They're the absolute pinnacle of tag team wrestling. God damn. Yeah, well, when you put it like that, it does sound a lot better, actually. It does sound a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Not willing. I'm excited to see them grow into that name. I think it'll be a good thing in the end, man. Tully's the pinnacle of never hanging the boots up. That sounds even better. But moving on here, I think we pretty much got everything except for these two. All right, man. So, without any further ado, we got to talk about this story with Andrade, man. Andrade, Cien Almas. So if you could just give me 1 second, I'll pull up. I have the article right here. All right. So, earlier in the day, what originally dropped was a story that came out about Andrade Cien Almas dropping WWE and any mention of WWE from his Twitter handle and his Instagram profile and just anything. This motherfucker's been off television since October. He took time off to undergo a minor surgery. However, he was never drafted to a brand and never seen since. So it also came out probably like not too long, like an hour to 2 hours after that. Wrestling Inc. reported that Andrade asked for his release at this past Monday's Raw tapings, bro, and it was said that he looked absolutely miserable Monday at the Raw tapings, which I'm assuming he went there with Charlotte. And what my guess is he got the who knows how many of these he got by now, but I'm pretty sure he got the creative has nothing for you again, which
that.
Yep, which I'm pretty sure made him miserable enough to go ask for his release. Now it is expected, which we all should have seen this coming, that WWE's not going to give it to him, and yikes, that excited me. Because Tony Khan said on the Revolution media call, he's got to be bullshitting when somebody asked him about this. They mentioned Thea Trinidad, right? Zelina Vega to him. This guy was talking about, oh, I didn't know she was a free agent. I would love to have a word with her. Okay, good. You want to have a word with her? Please, have a word with her. Sign her to a fucking deal. You didn't know she was a free agent? Come on, bruh. If that's the case, we need to mention AOP to this guy, man. Anyway. That got me excited, bro, because I read that, and then I'm like, oh, snap. I was like, maybe Selena Vega hit him up. She was like, yo, you should probably, like, come out and say that you're, like, with unionization and shit. Because then they want me to come to AEW. I can manage you. And he probably was watching Dynamite, man. He probably was watching the Spanish version, the one that Pentagon does the commentary for. And he probably got hooked, bro. So he probably went to Raw miserable, realizing that he's on a bright red show with not so bright of a future. And yeah, man. And that was probably it for him, man. He probably seen all the wrestlers like Rey Fenix, who he could be having. Andrade was on the course to be one of the best luchadors ever, or one of the best Mexican superstars, right? Where the fuck is this guy at now? Meanwhile, he's probably watching AEW and sees Rey Fenix, who is doing exactly that, on the course to being just fantastic in AEW, man, and Pentagon as well, bro, and even a guy like Sammy Guevara, even though Sammy Guevara is kind of like me, he's Mexican, but he don't speak it, so it is a normal thing, people. But there's some of us out there, but yeah. But, I mean, I'm sure he sees guys like that, and he looks at himself, and I'm sure that's what makes him miserable, bro. I mean, this guy has the best one-on-one match in WWE history, bro, of all fucking time, against Johnny Gargano. Almas versus Gargano, TakeOver Philly, 2018. Single-handedly, bro, the greatest match in not only NXT history, bro, the single greatest match in WWE history, man. And can you blame the guy for being miserable? What did he do as the United States champion, exactly? Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing, dude. I mean, he probably, I didn't want to fucking see this, but you gotta think about it how he thinks about it. He probably wanted to work with his wife on television. They shot that idea down. He didn't even get drafted. They
have no plans for him.
They have no, I'm sure that's not the first time he's heard that either. This guy wanted to leave in 2017, and Alberto El Retard made him stay. Which, I mean, was a good thing, because he ended up being the NXT champ after that, but then the main roster comes. And, man, to hear him looking just so miserable, it's heartbreaking. Because we know the talent that this guy possesses. And, man, I mean, like I said, every step of the road, they're probably just telling him no. Like I said, he probably wanted to work with his wife. He probably wanted more for the U.S. title reign, and it's all because why don't you have any problem? Why don't you have any direction for him? Is it because he doesn't fucking speak English? Well, here's a fucking solution. You had one, but you let her go. You had a manager that speaks fluent English. Come on, man. What's the problem? Because he can't speak English. That's the fucking point of a manager. She could speak for him. Come on, man. Yet this guy... What's up? You laughing at me?
No, nothing.
Oh.
No, I hate you.
Yet this guy is sitting here... I thought I said something. Yet this guy is sitting here... Doing jack shit, man. Sitting at home since October. Yet he's put on the greatest singles match in WWE history, man. Come on, bro. Who can blame the guy for being miserable? Who can blame it? And you know they ain't going to give him this release. I like to see the ambition from his side to finally say enough is enough and tell them that he wants to get the fuck out of there. Watch how fast they bring him back to television now. Watch how fast they have some shit for him to do now. Ridiculous, bro. It's just ridiculous, man. And I understand you got some news on Charlotte, bro, so the floor is yours, man.
Oh, man. I mean, how do you fuck up with Andrade this bad, bro? This guy went from constant bangers with Rey Mysterio week to week to you have nothing for him. How do you have nothing for him? How do you have shit for how do you have shit for Shane McMahon and Braun Strowman, but not for Andrade Cien Almas? How did you have shit for Dominic Mysterio, but not fucking Almas? Makes no goddamn sense, and it's just bullshit, bro. It's just the fact that he doesn't speak English. That is literally it, bro. And he had a mouthpiece in Vega that you fired, and now you're like, well, can't use him anymore. He doesn't speak English. Makes no goddamn sense, bro. I mean, it's just nothing but bullshit. And then him and his wife, like, offered to be like, yo, we could do this together, me and him. I mean, I wouldn't be a big fan of it, but at least it's something for the guy. He probably wants to do it with his wife, and now they rejected that. So what do you expect him to do? Just sit there and just take this? Just sit at home, fine, getting money? He doesn't care about that, bro. I'm sure he likes the money, you know, he's always fucking buying suits and shit. But I mean, he wants to wrestle, that's the whole reason he's here, bro. And now you want to make him not because you don't have any plans for him? Straight bullshit, bro. And now along with the other trademarks, Andrade does own the trademark already of, what was his, El something?
La Sombra.
No, not that one. El
Idolo?
Yeah, that's what he owns. He owns that. And in other news, Charlotte has been applying for the personal ownership of the copyright of Ashley Flair and her catchphrase, the Queen of Wrestling.
Oh, fuck no. Oh my god.
But I was thinking, bro, this is Charlotte's one chance to be turned around for me, bro.
Yeah.
Because thing is, bro, Charlotte hasn't made in this company. No doubt about it. She could sit and not care and make this and be a legend in this company. But if she's willing to leave with her husband because they treated him wrong, that's some respect on Charlotte right there. And that is a chance for her to be better in herself, in her character, and the way she books herself. And that's a way for me that might maybe like her, bro. Because she needs a ring general in the ring, but when she does, she could put on a good match. She can speak. So, in AEW, as some of these roster women might be buried, it might be a benefit to have Charlotte Flair. Because, my God, if Britt Baker's out, what do you have at this fucking point, man? But, man, bro, if Charlotte leaves with Andrade, and another thing I was thinking about that, bro, if someone who WWE is so loyal to as Charlotte Flair knows this company is bullshit and leaves, then why are people like Cesaro loyal? If fucking
Exactly.
Charlotte doesn't even want to be loyal because this company is that bad, then what is a guy like Cesaro doing being loyal to this company? You're just making yourself look like a fucking idiot being loyal to this company. Because what do you expect, bro? This shit is bullshit, bro. And I mean, fucking, I mean, now that with this recent news with Andrade that literally dropped today, I feel like AEW might have Thea Trinidad. They just might be waiting for Andrade, bro. I feel like it's something like that, bro, because of course he's gonna tell Vega. They're fucking homies. They're super homies. Both fucking um Alistair and fucking Zelina Vega and Charlotte and Andrade. They're all like great friends outside the ring, man. So you know they're talking to each other. And you know Andrade's preaching to them about how he's fucking tired of this company, blah, blah, blah. So they could be waiting for Andrade to be with Vega, bro. I'd totally be down for that, man, because, bro, that is money right there. And if you need, like, I love Death Triangle, but a better faction to me, bro, Andrade, Ray Phoenix, and Pentagon, bro, or
Ooh.
Pentagon Zero, and
Pentel Zero
Penta fucking
Miedo.
whatever the fuck he's called this fucking month. God damn, that is a fucking lead or mouthpiece by fucking Vega, bro. That is a fucking power faction right there, bro. Fuck Dominic Mysterio, bro. Why do they love Dominic? You know why they love Dominic
It's his race,
Mysterio?
son.
Because you could barely tell he's Mexican. That
Yeah.
is why they love.
Had to.
That is why they love Dominic Mysterio. Because he speaks English, looks pretty white, and can speak English. That's all they care about. Speaking English. And Andrade can barely do that, so they don't like him, bro. But I hope that if fucking both of them stand their ground and leave this company, that is some respect for me on Charlotte, bro. I'm not gonna be a Charlotte mark
Yeah.
anytime soon, but that's some respect for her, man. And Andrade, man, I heard they already denied his request to be released.
Yeah.
No shocker
Mm-hmm.
there.
Right.
Fucking I didn't see that coming, man. But bro, man, I hope they too. I hope Andrade can escape this company. But the thing is, I was thinking about Andrade. I don't see him going right to AEW. Maybe I
I'd see
could
him going
totally
back to
see him,
Mexico.
yeah, going back to Mexico, doing some shit there, being a beast down
But
there, and visit the U.S.
yeah, but then you also got to think him and
Which,
him and his wife probably live,
mm-hmm,
in the States, so I'm sure he
mm-hmm.
would
So that can,
make trips out to Mexico, but I don't think he would go as much just because of Charlotte.
exactly, bro. So I could see him totally doing both on the side, bro. But man, I just hope this guy can be happy, bro. Because if you're miserable and
Yeah,
they're keeping you in that company, there should be a law against that. This man is literally miserable, and they're refusing to release him. That is
right,
fucked up, bro.
right.
That's fucked,
What's
man.
gonna
But
happen? What's gonna
uh,
happen when somebody kills himself or something?
exactly, bro.
You know?
What are they gonna do? They're gonna act like it's a tragedy for them, and they've been with this guy the whole time, trying to cheer him up, bro. They're gonna cap the fuck out of that situation, bro, and that's just gonna be fucked, bro. So man, this guy is miserable in this company. Let him leave, bro. That's some bull. You let John Moxley leave. Let Andrade leave, bro. Come on. But yeah, bro. That's my thoughts on that shit, man. I mean, that'll be crazy if Charlotte joins them, man. But man, I hope Andrade gets to leave, bro, because I just want that guy to be happy, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. Well, the thing with Mox too was his contract came up, but then again, they let
Yeah,
guys like AOP go, who were perfectly
exactly.
fine. They let Spears go. They never seen shit in him, but they don't see shit in Andrade either. It's almost like they know
So,
what they have. They know what they
oh, they
possess.
know it.
A
That's
hundred
why they know
percent.
if because they released Sean Spears because they didn't see anything in him,
Mhm.
but they see a lot in Andrade. They just don't do anything because he can't speak English. So,
It's almost like everybody except for Vince sees something in Andrade. You know,
they
but
don't want him to go, but
yeah, but
God.
the thing is too. Charlotte to AEW, fucking spare me, right? Like, then
Mm-hmm.
again, you also got to think about it like this. Do you know how many women, I don't know why, but do you know how many women want to wrestle Charlotte? So, by Charlotte's affiliation to AEW, do you know how much
Mm-hmm.
women that will carry over to AEW? I mean, so many people that want to wrestle. That's the reason EO came to this company. That's the reason why a lot of these people come to WWE. They want to wrestle
Mm-hmm.
Charlotte. I don't fucking get it, but it's just how
I
it
don't get
is.
it.
So do you know how many women that will attract to a show like AEW? And Charlotte's always unhappy with this fucking company anyway because they don't shower her with glory, but
Well, they do.
I want to say that AEW won't let her off with that kind of shit. Um, but I really think she will attract a lot of
Mm-hmm.
women to AEW. But what I don't want to see, man, what I don't want to see is Charlotte coming over to AEW thinking that she's just supposed to have a title match every other Dynamite. You know what I mean? Because that's the kind of
Mm-hmm.
shit she pulls in WWE. I don't want to see that
Exactly.
shit. I think it'll be great for attracting other women over there that are fantastic as well, bro. A lot of disgruntled people. If Charlotte goes to AEW, I think that will give a lot of the other women that are frustrated with WWE a lot of security and a lot of
Mm-hmm.
confidence to break away from
Exactly.
WWE. Because it almost seems like Sasha was going to. Same thing with Bailey, but they ended up just not because I mean, you don't know what you're walking into, especially looking at that fucking women's division. You really don't know what the fuck you're walking into. But I think if a woman like Charlotte goes over there, that will give a lot of other women security and a lot of confidence because Charlotte. Charlotte has a lot of friends in the wrestling business, and she is well respected. And she can be almost like the Big Show, you know what I mean, for the guys and girls too, to let people know, like, yeah, it's you can come over here, like this is a great environment. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think Charlotte could give a lot of other women that security in coming over to a company like AEW where they don't know anything about it, but yeah, bro. But I do agree with you in a sense that that is very respectable on Charlotte's
Mm-hmm.
part. Of she's got the world in WWE if she wants it. You know what I mean? They will
Mm-hmm.
kiss her fucking ass until she's won that woman's championship twice as many times as her dad did. They will they will kiss her ass until she is a 32-time women's champion.
Mm-hmm.
And WWE proclaims her as the greatest women's wrestler of all time. No, still not gonna happen.
Exactly.
But that's major props to her if she up and leaves because well she's unhappy that she's not happy that she's not getting a championship match every other week, but she's also not happy because her husband's not happy and her husband's downright
Exactly.
fucking miserable. You gotta give her props for that, bro. She's got the world in WWE, and if she leaves that to venture off and be with her husband, that's respectable as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, man, but um also, man, I wonder if there is a side of Charlotte that is going to shock us all if she goes to AEW. You know what I mean? What if she is just too choreographed? What if she just needs somebody to tell her, just be yourself on the mic? What if she just needs somebody to tell her shit like that instead of be the queen? You know what I mean? So, I think, I'd be excited to see what happens, but I'll tell you right now, that ain't gonna be for a while. You know, Charlotte signed for a multi-year deal. Andrade probably did too, or maybe not, but hopefully, best case scenario, his contract's up in 2022, and he signed a 3-year deal back in 2019. Worst case scenario, he's out. He's securing his bag, and he's leaving with fucking Ricochet and all of Retribution in 2024. But yeah, but that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario, this guy's probably only got one more year, and he's done after Mania season next year. But man, that's going to be a long time to sit out, but hopefully it'll be worth it in the end. But yeah, man, yeah, for sure. And as we're wrapping it up here today, man, we got this story on WrestleMania, bro. The WrestleMania 37 card is not even close to being finished, bro. Oh, man, let me pull this article up. Okay, here we go. All right. WrestleVotes reports that the WrestleMania card is not even close to being finalized, and most of it is back to square one. That's first things first. Next, we are currently 29 days away from WrestleMania 37. That was it. Bro, we have under a month to go, and you are at square one. Square one with this shit, man. Bro. What? Bro, what have you been doing since you announced 70 days to WrestleMania at the Royal Rumble? What have you been doing since then? Bro. Like, oh God, somebody help this company.
At SummerSlam.
Yeah, exactly. Around Survivor Series at the least. You know what I mean? I mean, at Survivor Series, you should start penciling this shit in. What are we doing? What are we doing for WrestleMania, bro? You are at square one with the fucking WrestleMania card? Are you kidding me? We have 2 matches confirmed for this show. 2. I mean, there's other matches that are, pretty. It doesn't take a fucking idiot to figure out what they're doing. But as for what's actually confirmed for the show, 2 matches. And one of those matches could easily be moved to a triple threat any day now. Bro. What is the issue, man? What is why? Bro, I can come up with a whole WrestleMania card 2 nights right now, easy, bro. What is the problem? What is the problem now? This is why you don't work week to week. This is exactly why you don't work week to week. Because shit like this, the biggest show of the year, which was once a show that was viewed by millions upon millions of people a year, is delegated to a show that we're 29 days away from, and you don't have anything for other than 2 matches. You're at square one. It's not even, how is it not even close to being finalized? What did you do for the past 6 months? I mean, this is the show you circled your whole year around. I'm pretty sure AEW had All Out planned at All Out last year.
Yeah.
Yet, WrestleMania, 3 weeks to go, a little over 3 weeks to go, is not even close to being finalized? Oh my God. Oh, this company, man. Again, what the fuck have you been doing for the past 70 days? Come on, man. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't understand how this company gets by. I really don't. I really, truly don't, man. Um,
God.
Again, man, either of us, any day of the week could give you a WrestleMania card that makes sense, that has build, that has all aspects to what makes a WrestleMania special. Yet, a show that you are not even close to finalizing is a show that you are promoting to have 2 nights of. Oh my god, man. What do you think about this, man?
Bro, how do you have to fill 2 nights of content for WrestleMania and you have 5 matches so far and you don't even know the rest? Dude, I mean, oh man, you should have this shit planned out by Survivor Series. That the whole show planned out. Of course, injuries, but those are to be accounted for in person, bro. But man, how are you 27 days away from this show and you don't know what it's gonna be? Like, how? What are you doing? Like, I don't even know how you fucking put on television without knowing what you're doing in the future. Because I couldn't even do that with Universe Mode. I couldn't put out an episode of Universe Mode without knowing what's gonna happen in the
Exactly.
future. You know what I mean? How do you do this, bro? How do you just say, fuck it, let's go live for SmackDown? Like, what do you do, bro? How do you go live for a show and you don't even plan on what you're gonna do, bro? You're not having a fucking podcast. You're fucking having a full-length television show every week that you have to go live for, and you don't plan for the future. And you just send people out there. How do you not plan for this? How do you have fucking hundreds of million dollars put into a show and you're not even planned for it, bro? That shit makes no. And fucking losers eat this up. WrestleMania is gonna sell out because fucking idiots and losers like this show and they buy tickets to the show. And that is why Vince McMahon does this, is because dumb losers that fucking blindly buy Mania tickets, he doesn't have to care about Mania. People are gonna buy it anyway. Like, it. Hate that mentality, bro. And people gotta stop buying this shit, bro. If you buy a WrestleMania ticket in the modern era, you are a fucking fool. Unless it's a fucking nosebleed, you are a fool. You're a fool, man. Like, dude, what is the point? How do you fucking buy tickets to a show that you know absolutely nothing about? Like, with us Takeover, that was a safe bet. Getting tickets for a show that we knew nothing about at the time of getting the tickets, you know what I mean?
Right.
But for a Mania, for a main roster show, I better know the ins and outs of that fucking show, or else I ain't going. Because if I pay tickets to a show and I get Braun and Shane McMahon, I'm fighting somebody, bruh.
You know,
I'm going in the gorilla and I'm boxing.
man, one of the WrestleManias in recent time that I 100% would have bought tickets to, and this is why I don't get the concept of buying Mania tickets, is just because WWE, man, I would have 100% take my money if I had it at the time and a way to get there, bought tickets to WrestleMania 34. Looking at that card, that was the one with Styles and Nakamura. That was the one with Cena and Undertaker. That was the one with Asuka and Charlotte. But the gamble, which is why I don't get it, is that show ended up being one of the worst. And it was one of the best on paper. I don't get it, bro. I don't get it.
You don't get that shit, man. I don't know why you buy movie tickets, bro. And the idiots that do are the cause. Because I'm having no plans for WrestleMania. How do you not have plans for 2 nights of content? What are we gonna see on that fucking show? We're not gonna see NXT because they have 2 nights of content in themselves. So we're gonna have to deal with 2 nights of random shit served to us, bro. We're gonna get fucking. I don't even know. I don't even know at this point. I could, if I took the time and cared, I could easily make a card, a 2 night Mania card within tonight. But I don't care. And apparently Vince McMahon doesn't either because he doesn't have a card ready. How do you do this, bro? I don't know how You fucking go live on TV every week without future plans. Makes no sense, and it just shows this company's fucking doomed. This company is doomed, bro. You do this shit when you know your company's fucking doomed. And this company's fucking doomed, man. That's my thoughts on this shit. I just don't know how. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah, for sure. Bro, are you seeing this card for AEW Dark Elevation?
I saw the main event. My god, our main event looked like it sucks.
Bro, this
I
whole
haven't,
card... the main event is Riho versus Maki Ito. There's Max Caster versus Dante Martin. Powerhouse Hobbs versus Brandon Cutler. Tay Conti with -1 taking on Ashley Vox. Jungle Boy with Jurassic Express taking on Danny Limelight. This motherfucker looks like Ortiz. The Butcher and the Blade and Private Party taking on Dean Alexander, Carly Bravo, Brick Aldridge, and David Ali.
Oh, fuck me.
Layla Gray taking on Diamante. Ray Lynn taking on Abaddon. Skylar Moore taking on fucking Big Swole. She's back. Red Velvet taking on Danny Jordan. And the Monday Rising Star is Big Shotty Lee Johnson. Baron Black and Very Morales taking on Miro and Kip Sabian. Oh man, QT Marshall taking on Marco Stunt.
Oh my god.
And Matt and your buddy Mike Seidel taking on Jorel Nelson and Royce Isaacs. And that is AEW Dark Elevation. Holy fuck. Yeah, man, but that's it for the podcast, bro. Is there anything else you gotta say?
No, I'm good, man.
Alright, man. Well, that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Tales podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, it has been a pleasure from I, Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on Monday with Notorious Unscripted.
Peace.